Hash browns are for wimps. You can do better. We're making a potato galette. It's French. Peel 1 large potato. Cheesecloth. Grate. Twist and wring. Wring out the excess moisture. Heat 8-inch skillet, medium-low heat. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons canola oil, peanut oil, or leftover bacon fat. Add half of the potato. Freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Remaining potato on top. Salt. Cook 5 to 6 minutes until golden on the bottom. Turn up the heat to medium to make sure it's nice and golden. 1 to 2 minutes. See how it's nicely golden around the edges? It's time to flip. Flip. Add a little more oil so it doesn't burn. Cook medium-low heat 5 to 6 more minutes. Salt, pepper, parsley, Parmigiano Reggiano, dill. Oh yeah.
McDonald's McNuggets. Start with that chicken breast. Go ahead and cut it up into little cubes, and we're gonna blend it in batches, and we're gonna pulse it. You could use a grinder if you have one, but I don't have one. I'm guessing a lot of you don't have one. You could use a blender, works just as good. Season the meat with a bunch of salt and pepper, and then the key to shaping your nuggets is to keep your hands wet so it doesn't stick to you. So you feel me? We made a few McDonald's shapes, and we went off with some dinosaurs, made a country, and look at that. I don't know what that is. Throw it into the freezer for like 2 hours. For the dry mix, we're going to go flour, cornstarch, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, mix it up. For the wet batter, we're going to go eggs, half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and whip that up. Then once your nuggets are hard, we're going to go dry, wet, and then leave on there. And then once you do that, you're going to heat up some oil. Once it bubbles around the stick, the wood, the chopstick, throw them into the oil. Make sure they don't stick to each other. Fry them for about 2 minutes each side. Take them out, and you got chicken McNuggets. Yes,
I'm tired of seeing people's overcooked steaks with no color on it on this app, alright? We're gonna fix that. We're gonna learn how to cook a steak. This is a ribeye. It's a little over an inch thick, alright?
Sure that thick bit is dry. Oil, enough to coat the bottom. Don't
Medium high. Real hot, bro.
wait for the pan to get hot. Salt your steak. Go heavy. Both sides. It better make this noise, bro. Sear 2 to 3 minutes.
Let's flip. Wow, we're tired of seeing gray steaks. You need color for flavor.
Garlic. Crush them. Toss them in. Yeah, that's fine. Anything.
Do me a favor and baste it properly. Don't do a tiny little butter and just a little bit. I'm saying baste it.
Rest 3 to 5 minutes. Why not? Just for good.
The pepper while it's resting. And that's how you cook a steak.
No more dry chicken. How to cook moist chicken breast. Season with salt and pepper. Sear your chicken. Cook for about 2.5 minutes on each side. Simmer in chicken broth for about 10 minutes. Remove the lid. Add butter, garlic, mushrooms, and a little lemon juice. Let rest for 10 minutes before cutting into it. Look how juicy that is. Pour that lemon mushroom sauce over your chicken, sprinkle with some cilantro, and then dig in.
Potatoes. Thyme, garlic, oil, flaky salt. Bake at 350. Out of the oven. Butter. Look at all those layers. Some black flaky salt.
One of my favorite things to eat while living on a college campus was broccoli cheddar soup. Let's make it today. First, start with melting 4 tablespoons of butter. Add 1 cup of diced onion, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 4 tablespoons of flour. Mix it to make a roux. Then, unlike me, slowly add 2 cups of vegetable stock. Once it looks something like this, add a teaspoon of salt and dashes of pepper. To this, we're adding a cup of carrots, 3 cups of broccoli, and simmer for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, add 2 cups of half and half. And lastly, 2 cups of cheddar cheese. This soup is so creamy and decadent. I hope you try it. Thanks for watching.
Yo, this is how you make shrimp fried rice. Ooh. So you're gonna need your rice,
onion, carrot, eggs, shrimp. Basically, it's 1-to-1 ratio with 1 rice and 1 of everything here. We're gonna start with a splash of oil, eggs, another one. Scramble that on up. Put your egg to the side. A little bit more oil, half a tablespoon of garlic, about 3 tablespoons of scallion. Woo! That's what we call pagitum right here. 150 grains of shrimp. Once the shrimp is cooked about 80%, throw in your onion, 50 grains of carrot, season it with salt, pepper. Yo, anything is good with salt and pepper, but this is my secret. Butter. Throw in your bowl of rice, tablespoon of soy sauce on your rice, half a tablespoon of sesame oil. Now break that joint up, baby. Put your eggs back right in. Woo.
Don't you dare. You're better than that. We're making it from scratch. This is how you measure. Makes a difference. 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. 1.5 teaspoons baking soda. Half a teaspoon kosher salt. 2 tablespoons sugar. Whisk.
So today I really wanted to try to make churros, so I added a cup of water, half a cup of butter, a tablespoon of sugar, and boiled that on high. Then mix it around a bit, put in the flour, cut off the heat before flour, mix that around, added some vanilla, mix it more, transferred it to this bowl, added an egg, and mixed it with a hand mixer. It was still kind of lumpy, so mix it with this spoon. And then I got a piping tip and bag, put the dough inside there, and I wanted to make some long churros like at Disney. So I did that, put it in the freezer, oil to the pot, and then made my cinnamon sugar mixture. All you gotta do is squeeze out the dough, cut it with scissors, and it falls right into the oil. Take it out when it's golden brown, place on some paper, and don't let it dry too much because you want it to stick to the cinnamon sugar. Now I'm frying my long boys until they're golden brown, putting some sugar on that, and then here's the finished product. It was so good and so yummy.
You still buy marshmallows? We're gonna make them.
9x9 baking pan. Spray oil. Half a cup of potato starch. Half a cup of powdered sugar.
Oh, baby. Whiskey business. Dust every corner, brother. Stand mix bowl.
Half a cup of water. Gelatin. 3 envelopes. Sprinkle that on top. Give a little whiskey business. Put this to the side. Medium pot. 1.5 cups sugar.
1.25 cup light corn syrup. And half a cup of water.
Medium high heat. Bring to a boil.
And then boil this big until 240 Fahrenheit.
Remove from the heat.
Hand mixer.
See, there's your set gelatin.
Low speed. Carefully stream the very hot liquid down the side of the bowl. Do a little more until all the syrup is added.
Whip on high for 5 minutes. Dummy thick. Last, beat in 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Transfer to your prepared pan. Dampen your hands. Smooth out that top.
Leave out uncovered.
At room temperature overnight. Starch mixture. Peel out your marshmallow and cut
into 1-inch cubes.
Coat with more starch.
So we got homemade marshmallows, but
they also toast.
1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a cup of chocolate chips. Mix it all together. Divide into 12 and place on a prepared baking sheet at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. Boom.